You ready? Let's go. 2 Minute Daily Devo for Wednesday, July 13th. I'm in the New International Reader's Version today, and our verse of the day comes from the book of Psalms, chapter 56, verse 3. Here's what it says. When I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. This is a psalm that was written by David, and it was written at a time in his life that he was actually dealing with what he is writing about. He's talking about here, if you read, it says, "Help me, God, men are chasing me. All day long they keep attacking me." And if you read this, it goes along with what is happening in 1 Samuel. It coincides with that when he wrote this psalm. And he is actually running from Saul. King Saul had been chasing him and is trying to kill him, and he actually ends up in the hands of the Philistines. And he's in with all these enemies, and enemies are attacking him. And then he writes this psalm in the middle of that. When I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. You see, David, as we've talked about many times before, was a warrior, but David was a man after God's own heart, as the Bible says. And David knew where he looked to for his strength. He knew who to look to for the one that would help him in times of trouble. Whenever he got in a situation, David knew where to turn. This is great advice for us today. That what do we do when trouble comes our way? What do we do when men are, quote, attacking us or coming after us, or we're being accused of certain things, or there's issues or problems in our life? Where do we go? Many times we turn to look to other people, or we look to ourselves, but we need to do what David says to do here. When I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. You know, I don't know about you, but there are times in my life where I do exactly that. I'll look to other people. I'll look to myself more than anything else. When I get in a situation where I don't know what to do and I'm struggling, and I lay awake at night and I'm thinking about how can I fix this problem? What am I going to do about this? When simply all we have to do is look up. Let's go to God. God, when I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. The question I ask you today is, what are you dealing with in your life? And who are you putting your trust in? Maybe you're dealing with some kind of sickness in your body, or someone in your family is ill. Maybe there's marriage issues, or there's problems in your friends, or there's issues at work, or there's something going on in your life and you're afraid. Where are you putting your trust? I encourage you, I implore you, I beg you, let's put our trust in God. He's the one that can help us anyway. We can struggle and strain in our own strength, but nothing really is going to happen. But when we look to God, things can happen. He's the one that can comfort. He's the one that can help. He's the one that can heal. I encourage you today, when you're afraid, let's put your trust in God. All right, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.